So when did you first learn about Belmont and what led you to come here?
So back home we have this programs that bring athletes to the U.S. because we don't have college sports. And the senior last year talked to me 2 years ago that Belmont needed athletes to come here. And then I came with my mom to visit the school and I talked to the coach. I really liked the campus and he talked to me about the program and I talked to the team and I really liked the guys and I thought they were like really nice. And just the idea to come to Belmont and have this opportunity to have a good education and still play in a high level made like my decision to come here.
And so talk about the adjustment for you from high school to college in terms of balancing academics and playing.
The difference is that here it's way more organized to do like classes and practices because back home, as I said, we don't have this, so you just need to like kind of figure out a way to do that. And here you have classes in the morning and practice in the afternoon and everything work with the academic part. You can talk to your professors and explain what's happening and you're going to miss classes because of tournaments. So it helps a lot more to balance this kind of struggle that we have to adjust academics and athletics together.
And how do you prepare for a tournament? Do you have a set process you go through?
Normally, we do practices more like individual drills before the tournament, but then when it gets really close, we have more like matches. So like we do practice matches with the team, and before the matches, I kind of have like a ritual to get into the court. So I prefer to like stay alone right before the match and try to focus, listen to music, type of music that I like, and just warm up alone and try to get focused to get into the match.
And Belmont has a history of international players in men's tennis. Did that influence your decision to come here?
Yes. So the senior talked to me because I know him since I was 10 and he was 14. And another guy that came last year too, I know him since he was 11 and we came together in the same year because of the senior. And another guy that graduated here from like 10 years ago, he's also from my country club, so I knew him and I knew his parents and they talked to me about Belmont and it helped me a lot to come here.
And how did the school's academic reputation impact your decision?
When I came here to visit with my mom, they talked a lot about the College of Business and how they were top ranked in the South. And then I talked to my dad too about how it would impact like opportunity jobs if I go back home or if I try to stay here. And then they decided that the academic part was pretty good, so it was a good decision to stay here.
Coach Madrigal has deep knowledge, and clearly Brian Baker's track record on the ATP Tour speaks for itself and lends credibility. How has the coaching been for you at Belmont?
He's been really helpful with the way that I need to improve how to play, and Brian was one of the biggest things that made me come here too, because having the opportunity to talk to a guy that is playing pro tennis, 57 in the world, it's just a really different experience, and being able to like talk to him during practice and he's every day in practice with us trying to like help us to improve is just a really different experience. And he helps me a lot because coming from another country, normally your coach is like your dad, so he helps you a lot with scheduling and helps you to figure out struggles that you have throughout the year, and he helps me a lot with everything.
And how did you get involved with the Belmont Student Athlete Advisory Committee?
So the first time that I went there, I went with my other teammate because they wanted to change the representative for the SAC. And then after the first meeting, I talked to my other teammate and I said that I could do it because I really liked the idea. And now actually is my first year that I'm starting, because when I got there, I was really confused about what was it. And then now I really like the idea to have this beneficial events to like raise money to different institutions.
And so what has your experience with SAC been like so far?
It's been pretty good. I really like the people and I like the idea about fundraising, and I like everyone in the SAC.
And what are some upcoming SAC projects that you're looking forward to?
The Ken Food Drive and the second trivia night, and I'm really excited for the Battle of the Bruins.
When people hear that you're from Brazil, instantly soccer or football comes to mind. Are you a big soccer fan?
Yes. So last year we had the World Cup, and I really had the good experience to went to one of the games. And it's weird that just saying that I'm from Brazil, people like the first sport that comes to their mind is soccer, and I just say like, oh no, I'm tennis. And they're like, oh, I didn't know, but I'm like, oh, that's fine. It's normal. It's in their mind already that Brazilian athletes, they're going to play soccer and not other sports.
If you aren't studying or playing tennis, what is something you're passionate about in your spare time?
I just like to stay in my room, listen to music, or have a good time with my teammates.
And when you're here, what do you miss most about Brazil?
Food, it's a really good one. It's just a lot different, and I think the big one also is my family. Just being able to like talk to them every day, and then here you don't have this like help every single time, or if you need something, it's just the only way it's a phone call or something like that. They're not going to be able to like help you really like with driving somewhere or going, I don't know, to a hospital if you're sick. So I think it's really hard to adapt with that, but being a sophomore, it's easier now because I'm kind of used to it.
And are you excited about the upcoming Olympics being in Brazil?
Yes. One of our teammates is from Rio, and he said that we could stay with him in his place to like watch the Olympics, and I think it's going to be really good. Also because it's going to bring good investments to our country, and we need that. So I think it's going to be pretty good.
Awesome. Anything else you have to add?
Go Bruins.